everybody, and happy Video Monday. It's quite cold where I am, so I'm going to get right to it here. Today, for this week's video, I want to give you some hacks for hunger. So if you're somebody who doesn't understand why, but you're just experiencing this crazy hunger, like you get home and like you just could chew your own arm off or something, I hope that this video helps you out a bit. So number one reason that you may be experiencing out of control hunger is that you are perhaps not eating enough, especially during the day. So a common thing that I see with my clients is they do quite well with their diet that they're trying to follow during the day, but then at night everything just kind of goes to hell. So make sure you're eating enough during the day, and make sure you're eating enough calories overall. The second thing I want to mention is that this might surprise you, but if you feel like you're constantly hungry, you might be actually experiencing elevated blood sugar levels from eating too frequently. So if you're somebody who eats opposite of the person who's not eating enough, if you're eating every 2 hours throughout the whole day, it may be causing your blood sugar to stay too high, which is making you want to eat more and more and more and giving you cravings. So especially if you're sugar sensitive, you might be somebody who does a little bit better with 3 or maybe tops 4 meals a day as opposed to 7 or 8. I'm personally that way. The mini meal thing, every 3 hours, is just, my blood sugar I find goes a little bit too high. Of course, it does depend on what you're eating, but still, I find I'm sensitive to that. So keep that in mind. The next thing that might be causing you ravenous hunger is that you may be, whether you're aware of it or not, under eating fat/protein. So if you're not getting healthy fats, if you're somebody who's I need to keep my fat low because I'm trying to lose weight, this could be sabotaging you, because healthy fat/protein, these two nutrients are super satiating. So even though their calorie count might be a little higher, they tend to blunt hunger more than, for example, carbohydrates and sugars and sweets and things. So make sure you're eating enough protein and healthy fat. My favorite way to make sure of that, the thing that I find the most satiating of anything, is nuts. So walnuts, almonds, pine nuts. Add these, at least a small portion of these to each of your meals/snacks. Maybe about 5 walnuts or 10, 20 almonds, something like that. The next thing that might be causing you ravenous hunger is that perhaps you are eating a junk food diet. This is the biggest thing, okay? This is the thing I want to talk up to the most. So if you're eating processed food, and if you're eating a lot and mostly processed foods, what's going to happen is you're not going to be getting the nutrients that you need. And as a result, your body's going to continue to crave those nutrients, and the way that translates is into hunger. So nutrient void diets tend to cause weight gain because people are hungry all the time, and they tend to eat more than they would have if they stuck with whole foods. So this is the biggest one, guys. If you are ravenously hungry and yet you feel like you're eating enough, you're eating healthy fats, you're eating proteins, you don't feel like you're not eating constantly every minute of the day. If all those things are dialed in and still you're hungry and don't know why, take a look at your diet. If you are eating processed foods, this is huge. I wanted to show you. So yesterday I had this is what gave me the idea for this video. I had this, I was eating broccoli sprouts. So I made a salad, tons of greens, about 2 teaspoons of flax oil. I put half of a container like this of broccoli sprouts, okay? And then in addition, I had 5 walnuts that were broken up, or 7, something like that. And it was such a crazy thing because I was halfway through the salad and I was like, wow, I'm full. And that is really weird because the calories were not really that high, and I felt quite hungry when I sat down for the meal. But I think it's because broccoli sprouts are one of those foods that there's just so much nutrition in them that they quench your hunger really, really well. So add nutritious and more nutrient-dense food into your diet. What does that look like? It looks like whole foods, especially things like sprouts. Sprouts are so dense in nutrition. So I hope that helps at least a little bit. The last thing I want to mention is water. So oftentimes people are hungry and they think they're starving and they think they're hungry and really they're dehydrated. So drink more water between your meals. Especially if you wake up and drink coffee first thing in the morning, have at least 1 full glass of water before you dig into your coffee and have at least 2 more after. That would be a good general guideline, I think. You have to make sure that you replace that water. Even if you think you are, you're likely, by 2, 3 o'clock super dehydrated if you're drinking coffee and not hydrating enough after. Okay, guys, so I hope this is helpful for you. Get that hunger out of control with these tips. And as always, thank you for watching and thank you for your interest always in learning from me. You can message me below this video. You can message me through my Facebook page, Teshia Maher, in the Home of Living Live, or send me an email at info@teshiamaher.com. One more thing, you can visit my website and also send me a message through there. Always here for you guys. Talk to you soon. See you next week. Happy week. Happy Video Monday. Bye, everyone.